half. That is now the Kingsport Axemen. It's the 6th time the two teams square off this season, officially the midpoint of their series. Danville and Burlington battle it out. Up next here on Aware TV. Back in a moment for lineups, anthem, and first pitch right around the corner.
Very hot, sweltering. Thursday. Tonight's contest features the Danville Otterbots and your Burlington Sock Puppets. Now, it's time to meet the starting lineup for the Otterbots. Leading off with second baseman number 9, Austin Hall. Left fielder number 2, Kyle Cross. Third baseman number 8, Brody Woodruff. First baseman number 49, Devon Wilkes. Shortstop number 1, Maximo Martinez. Catcher number 14, Danny Perez. Designated hitter number 40, Justin Harwell. Center fielder number 22, Ryder Dunn. Shot off that order, right fielder number 4, Hugo Lee. And taking him out, the Danville pitcher number 10, Asher Goss. The Otterbots are coached by Marcos Martinez. He is assisted by hitting coach Carlos Sorella, pitching coach Tom Sayers, and bullpen coach Martinez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the Ballers. Representing your
Just moments away from first pitch here at Burlington Athletic Stadium, a site that the Sock Puppets have not won since June 11th. It was a walk-off home run by Vincent DiCarlo in extra innings. The last time that the Sock Puppets won a game in front of their home crowd. And the starting lineup tonight, we'll start with the Danville Otterbots. Similar lineup as Burlington has faced this season in several games. It's Austin Hawk leading off. Kyle Krupp will hit second. Brody Gindra playing third, batting third. The new addition, Devin Wilkes, hitting in the 4-hole tonight. Maximo Martinez bats fifth, will play shortstop. Danny Perez behind the dish, he'll hit sixth. Judson Hartwell in the 7-hole. He'll DH tonight. Michael Callahan is the center fielder hitting eighth. And Caleb Ricks rounds out the Otterbots order. He'll hit ninth and play right field. On the mound for the Otterbots is Asher Goss, making his first start of the Appy League season. He played at Florence Darlington Junior College in South Carolina. And looking to lower that season ERA 6.75 through 4 games played. And the starting lineup for Burlington, Bryce Clavon leading off. Jack Beck in the 2-hole, Deacon Pomeroy, Brandon Novi in that 3-4 spot. They've been there all season long. Devin Mitchell hitting fifth, 3-hit night last night against Pulaski. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Kyler Baxter will hit sixth, play third base tonight. LJ Edwards in the 7-hole, and he's in left field. Justin Munoz is the catcher tonight, hitting eighth, and Brady Moranto in his usual spot at the caboose will hit ninth and round out the Sock Puppets order. And Christian Aiello will make his first home start of the season, his third official start, and he has been lights out on the mound this year. A 2.84 ERA and his second most strikeouts in the Appalachian League. National Anthem brought to you by Alamance Strings coming up next.
As we honor the United States of America with the performance of our national anthem, performed tonight by Element Strings.
And just moments away here from first pitch here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. Christian Aiello is the man on the mound tonight for Burlington. He has been so stout throughout his career. A 4-year journey at Rider officially came to an end earlier this week. Aiello committed to Jacksonville State to play for the Gamecocks, a team that just won the Conference USA tournament and played in the NCAA tournament. They fell in the minimum amount of games in that series. Losses to Virginia and Little Rock. They were in the NCAA tournament after claiming their first conference title in baseball, and Aiello making his commitment official earlier in the week. He'll head there next season after a 4-year run at Rider, which included an injury redshirt and 3 stout innings on the mound. He'll finish his college career with the Gamecocks. And Aiello, already mentioned, second in the league in Ks this year. He's got 25 strikeouts, just 8 walks to pair with it, making his 5th appearance of the season. The defense behind him, it's Kyler Baxter at third, Jack Beck at shortstop, Moranto is at second, and Novi is the first baseman today, so Deacon Pomeroy will DH. Munoz is his catcher, and the outfield is Clavon in center, Edwards in left, and Mitchell in right field. Burlington coming off a series split in Pulaski, a monstrous 8th inning in the Tuesday win. Get that one 16-7, and then on Tuesday night, they fall 15-9.
With the AU Spinners, your Burlington City champions, and they're here to give us the greatest 2 words in sports. What are they? You heard them, it's time to play some baseball! Leading off for Canada, second baseman, number 9, Austin Hawk.
Burlington opened its home season on June 8th with an 11-5 win over Pulaski. Since that day, they've played 6 more league home games. First pitch is grounded to third and gets past Baxter into left field. It's a first pitch hit for Austin Hawk. Continues to swing a hot bat. And he puts an Otterbot on first here on the first pitch of the game. The Burlington, since that first home game of the season, has allowed 8 or more runs to every conference opponent. The lowest run total they've surrendered was against the USA Collegiate National Team. And Aiello's first pitch to Kyle Krupp is inside. It was a 6-1 loss on Saturday, the last official completed home game. Got about an inning and an out into the second inning on Sunday before rain canceled the rest of that one. 1-0 pitch outside to Krupp. Hudson Boucher behind home plate tonight. Antone Clayton in the field. This crew has been here for one series this season. Had the Burlington and Danville split set earlier in June. 2-0. Low to Krupp. Aiello has been really well this year on the mound. Hasn't struggled with control, hasn't struggled with the long ball. He's been efficient, he's gotten outs, and he's worked deep into outings. 4 2/3 in his last start last week. 3-0 pitch. Inside fastball, called a strike to Kyle Krupp. And Krupp has torched the Sock Puppets pitching this season, 10 for 18 in 5 games played, a .556 average. Awaits for the 3-1. Hawk takes off. Pitch is clubbed foul out of play. Aiello works it back to 3-2. Burlington's pitching staff, a 6.8 ERA, which is the third highest mark in the league. Certainly doesn't help when you go on the road and surrender 22 runs in a pair of games. Aiello comes set with the 3-2 pitch. Goes home. Krupp sends another one out of play, foul. Decent crowd on hand here tonight at the ballpark. It's another series that is going to be just mauled with the heat. 97 degrees at first pitch tonight, and only expected to get hotter as the weekend progresses. Set with another 3-2. Hawk takes off, swung on and missed. Krupp throw down to second, and the tag is not in time. So Aiello gets the K of Krupp. Munoz throw on the wrong side of the bag. It was a tough tag for Jack Beck. And so Danville's league-leading base-running team showing out early. It's the 72nd team stolen base. No other team has more than 48 in the Appy League. Brody Gindro will step in. He is recorded a hit in all 5 games of this Danville-Burlington series this year. The 0-0. Outside. Aiello just 1 of 3 on first pitch strikes to the top 3 of this order. Gindro, a home run and 15 runs driven in this year. 6 of those were in the 11-11 extra inning loss last week. The 1-0. Gindro fouls it off. Late swing. Aiello set. Eyes Hawk back at second. Big lead. And Aiello steps off. Will throw to second, and they've got him in a pickle. Moranto. And the tag out on the flip to Baxter. And Aiello catches Hawk creeping too far and gets the second out of the inning on a pickoff. So 2 aggressive plays. One pays off for Danville and the other doesn't. He runs into an out in between second and third. A ball and a strike to count to Ginger now with the bases empty. Here in the top of 1, no score between Danville and Burlington. Aiello goes home. Swung on and missed. High fastball. Goes right past Ginger. Moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Just 2 lefties in this order tonight. Kyle Krupp already struck out. Devin Wilkes, the 4-batter who waits on deck. The 1-2. Outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first. Pitch from Aiello. Lifted in the air, right field, right at Devin Mitchell. Makes a step over, makes the catch. It's not a 1-2-3 first inning, but a pickoff play means Aiello faces the minimum. No score. We head to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. I spoke to Mickey Tettleton before today's game, and he was talking about just how far this league has come, and not how it's unprecedented, but just how amazing it is that right now in the league, you have Danville at 12-9 and Bluefield at 9-13. That is the largest disparity in games among any two teams in the league. And if you go back in the league history, at July 2nd, there is times where there is a double-digit spread between wins of the first place and the last place team. And this year, it has just been so even. Every team in the league has either led or tied for the lead of their conference at some point outside of Kingsport, who started the season 0-4. And they even crawled back and are only a game out right now of first place. So at the bottom of the first inning we go. Asher Goss, the right-handed pitcher for Danville, gets the start tonight. Making his first start of the Appy League season, he'll face Bryce Clavon, Jack Beck, and Deacon Pomeroy. Bryce Clavon will stand in. Still searching for his first extra base hit of the year. 4 for 20 against Danville this season. Hits from the right side. Goss, 5 1/3 innings of work so far this summer. And his first pitch home. Skips in the dirt. A ball and no strikes to Clavon. The junior college guys in this league are aplenty, and Asher Goss, one of them from Florence Darlington Junior College, one of the better JUCOs in the USA, and the first pitch is low. The second one is inside to Clavon. 16 innings in 11 games and 4 starts at Flodar, 8.44 ERA and a 2-0 record. Clavon sits back in his stance, the 2-0. Didn't offer at it. It missed low again. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Clavon, one of the best hitters at getting on base in this league. And when he's on base, he's pretty much golden to steal. Third highest walk rate on the team. He's walked 17 times. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. He was caught stealing in last night's game. 15-9 loss to the River Turtles in Pulaski. 3-1 pitch. Clavon clubs it on the third base line and escapes foul. Clavon on his third school, expected to leave the team as soon as this weekend concludes for Penn State. The 3-2 pitch. Clavon fouls another one off. Battling back from 3-0 to now forcing the 7th pitch of this at-bat, Asher Goss. It's his second outing of the season against Burlington. He pitched a scoreless 4th in that 11-11 extra inning game last week. Took him just 11 pitches to get through the middle part of the order. And the 3-2. Clavon sends one. Deep center field. Callahan ranges back. A few feet in front of the warning track, makes the catch. Clavon lines out to start the Burlington half of the first inning. That'll bring up Jack Beck. Beck's only completed home game this season was the first part of that set against Danville. He homered in his first at-bat, a 3-run shot in the 4th inning of that game. Stands tall in his stance, first pitch. Beck swings and misses right through an off-speed pitch. Went 0 for 5 in last night's game, did score a run. Limited appearances this year. Going to Phoenix for the MLB Draft Combine. 0-1 also in there. Good slider from Goss. Brings the count to 0-2. That got a lone at-bat in the lone inning that Burlington hit in on Sunday before the rainstorm. Struck out swinging. Here's the 0-2. Good off-speed pitch, just missed upstairs. And Beck watched it, a ball and 2 strikes. Good heat from Goss in the early going. He went 7 fastballs to Bryce Clavon. He's gone 3 straight sliders. Will he make it a 4th? The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He went right back to it. Beck down swinging, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. That'll give way to Deacon Pomeroy. And Pomeroy has been fantastic this season. He has just outright pummeled baseballs. Had a 5-hit night in Tuesday's win against Pulaski. Included a home run, his 5th of the season, tied for the 2nd most in the Appalachian League. Goss comes set. Pomeroy steadies his hands. First pitch. Fastball. Didn't quite catch the corner. Pomeroy, a .333 hitter against Danville this year, slightly down from his season average of .351 at 1045 OPS. Great gap-to-gap hitter. The 0-1, the 1-0. This is low again, not squeezed by Perez. Looked like it might have been in the zone. But quickly 2-0 to Deacon. He's 27 runs batted in, lead the league. And ahead of Goss, it's 2-0. Here's the pitch. Low to Pomeroy. He's made it 3-0. And what comes with the power, sometimes the strikeouts, just half the walks to the strikeouts this year, 11 base on balls, 22 Ks. Pomeroy ahead 3-0. Watches another one. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. The first 2 pitches of the AB slightly in the zone, according to the MLB StatCast. Pomeroy, the 2nd biggest hitter in this lineup at 6'4", 235. 3-1, also in there for a strike. Goss battling back again. He worked back from a 3-0 count to Clavon to get an out, and he's worked it to full to Pomeroy here. It's 3-2. Pitch number 17 this inning. Goss hunts. Out of the stretch, 3-2. Good slider, called 3rd strike. Pomeroy knew it, and Asher Goss answers with a 1-2-3 first inning. We head to the 2nd, no runs here between Danville and Burlington. Watch the Sock Buffers on Aware TV. To the top of the second we go, and for the second time this year, there's no run scored in the first inning on either side at home between Burlington and one of its opponents. That first run so crucial for Burlington. They are 8-1 when scoring first. Got the first run on Tuesday night and won in big fashion on Wednesday night. They surrendered first, dropped to 2-9 when allowing the first run. Second lefty Christian Aiello will face is the power hitter Devin Wilkes. And eyes a slider off the plate, 1 ball and no strike. Wilkes, added to the Danville roster on June 29th, made his first start last night, his first appearance, and hit 2 home runs, the 1-0. Wilkes sends one high and out of play down the third baseline. Wilkes, a road runner at California State University in Bakersfield. He was a near everyday player, over 200 at-bats this year at 290. This is away with the 1-1, brings the count to 2-1. Hit 5 bombs for the Roadrunners. He's already got 2 in his summer season. Here's the 2-1. And Wilkes was kind of eyeing away. He wasn't engaged, and Aiello puts his hands out. He wants to throw the ball home. He works quick. He's got his own rhythm out there. It'll be no pitch from the home plate umpire, Hudson Boucher. Aiello leans back. The 2-1. Checked his swing. Did he go? They'll check down to first. And Antone Clayton says he went around, so it's 2-2. Scorching hot temperatures, 97 degrees at first pitch here in Burlington, North Carolina. 2-2 from Aiello. Grounded softly towards first, gets foul. Wilkes had half of Danville's home runs last night. They blasted 4 of them, the most they've had in a game this year. 2-2 pitch. Grounded again towards first and foul. It's off the Gatorade cooler on the bullpen bench. Tanner Owens, right-hander, starting to get loose in the Danville pen. 2-2 again. Fastball, outside corner, called third strike. Christian Aiello has his second strikeout of the game. He sat down both lefties now. And almost the expectation when you got Aiello on the mound, he's going to give his team a chance to compete and win. He's been so stout this season. Goes right back to work. First pitch to Maximo Martinez is a curveball that misses low. Munoz trying to stab it and bring it back into the zone. Martinez 2 for 5 in last night's game against Bluefield. 1-0 pitch. Catches the corner, the fastball for a strike. Martinez a pair of 2-hit games against Burlington this season. He's 5 for 13. 1-1. Snaps a curveball in their first strike. Steps back on the rubber, ready to go again. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Christian Aiello works his way atop the Appy League leaderboard. He is now the new leader in strikeouts with 3 quick ones.
Yes, they say.
28th strikeout of the season, his 3rd of the game, and he passes Michael Savarese of Kingsport to take the crown momentarily. First pitch inside to Danny Perez, the catcher, hitting from the right side. Aiello efficient in the first inning, took him just 13 pitches. That one's in there for a strike, a ball and 1 strike. Doesn't really wow you with the velocity either. He sits in the mid-80s with the fastball. 1-1. Catches the corner again. Tying up hitters. Perez is down 1-2. Back to work. Here's the 1-2. Outside. Perez did not play, got the day off, as do the catchers on this Danville team. They seem to rotate him out instantaneously. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Christian Aiello strikes out the side of the second inning. It's a strikeout party in Burlington as we head to the bottom of the second inning. No score between Danville and Burlington. After the sock puppets, unaware to see. To the bottom of two we go between Danville and Burlington. Their June 25th meeting last week. There was no runs scored in the first three innings. That's the deepest into a game we've seen no runs scored here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. In the second longest, you may ask, be the bottom of the first several times. It's been a struggle to keep runners off the base paths at the start of games. Here at home, Burlington, a 2-5 record, really trying to turn that around. If they win 3 out of 4 games against Danville in this series, they can take sole possession of first place in the Appy League East. Danville leads right now at 12-9. Burlington right behind at 10-10. Pulaski a few games lower at 10-12, and Bluefield at 9-13. Could be some weird games played numbers at the end of the year with the USA Collegiate National Team coming in and playing a couple of the squads. Brandon Novi digs in for the first time tonight. Swings and grounds one through the hole and into left field. Burlington has its first base hit of the game. And Brandon Novi, he swings his bat in the 350s this year. And the guy just outside of that is his college teammate, Devin Mitchell, at 346. He's been superb as of late. Swinging the hottest bat on the team, you could say. A 3-hit game in last night's loss. The 0-0 to Mitchell. Grounded towards third. High hop. Gets into foul ground before it's scooped up by Bubba Sims, one of the pitchers in the Burlington pen. Mitchell's 6 extra base hits this year, 16 runs driven in. Had 2 RBI last night. Quick check to first. Novi's dive is in safely. Asher Goss will work from the stretch regardless. First base runner of the night. This is downstairs to Mitchell. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mitchell, an NC State player that's in the transfer portal. Vincent DiCarlo, another one of the NC State kids, committed to Wake Forest on Sunday. Novi is expected to return to the Wolfpack. 1-1. Mitchell watches it. Slider misses outside. He's got a good 2-pitch mix going. That fastball at 94. Slider 10 miles an hour stiffer at about 84. Novi leads off of first. A 2-1. Inside to Mitchell. He left it there. It's 3-1. Coaching staff. 3 of the 4 members went to Cary, North Carolina to coach the team. Throw over to first to check on Novi, the Appy League select team. The Stars finished the Appy League series at 1-1-1. That is the sophomore group. The freshmen went 3-0. There's the 3-0 to Mitchell. This is upstairs, ball 4. Puts runners at first and second. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Novi with a single, Mitchell with the walk. And Asher Goss has worked himself into a little bit of a pickle here, and he's got one of the best contact hitters in the league at the plate, Kyler Baxter. The best walk to K percentage and the best K rate in the league. Lit from the left side, the switch hitter getting 3/4 of his at-bats left-handed this year. First pitch from Goss. Baxter swings, sends it foul. Baxter headed back to Wake Forest after 2 seasons, played in his freshman year. Did not get any game action in his sophomore season. Chance for early runs here in the second. Goss steps off. And just 5 walks to 10 strikeouts for Goss and 6 1/3 plus innings of work for Danville. A staff that was so good, they allowed just 7 runs in their first 4 games played. That ERA has since cascaded all the way to the 5s. The 0-1. Baxter watches it down below the zone. A ball and 1 strike to Kyler Baxter. Just a 6% strikeout rate. The average in the league in the 20% area, and Baxter has been the epitome of a great contact hitter. Walks almost 3 times as much as he strikes out. Awaits a 1-1. Baxter swings, grounds it to second. Hawk makes the play, flips to short for 1. No, he dropped it. Mitchell's safe. Everyone's safe. Martinez tried to throw it before he secured it and loses it. It wasn't on the transfer. He never had it in his glove, and the bases are loaded for L.J. Edwards. L.J. Edwards hits from the left side here with the bases loaded. Goss's first pitch. Edwards doesn't offer at it. It misses high. 1 for 3 with the bases juiced this year. A 2 RBI hit last week. 1 for 4 yesterday. Drove in 2 runs. Here's the 1-0. Edwards sends a high fly ball left field, not deep. Novi moves back towards third. Krupp makes the catch. Novi won't tag, and it's too short for a sac fly. Throw is way offline. It's just a fly out. Leaves the bases loaded for Justin Munoz. It's the first time Munoz has hit with the bases loaded this season. And he's had just 2 runs driven in this year. 1 came in the opening series against Kingsport. Another one came on a home run against Greenville on Friday night. 0-0 was fouled back towards the backstop. Three for 8 this season against Danville. His home run came on Thursday night against the Otterbots, not in Friday's game. Did not catch that game. Goss ready. The 0-1 pitch. Munoz swings through it, trying to really do damage here. And he's now behind 0-2. Goss has already got the hard part. He's got the first out of the inning. A ground ball or strike 3 here could get him his second. Potentially his third. Awaits the 0-2. Here it comes. Swings and misses. Munoz strikes out on 3 pitches. What a response from Asher Goss. And there's 2 down here in the second. Timeout called. Danny Perez will waltz out to the mound to chat with Asher Goss ahead of another one of the hard-hitting lefties in this order, Braden Maranto. 16 runs batted in. Spent most of his time batting out of the 9-hole this year. Has only missed 2 games. Well, the wish to play in all 48 games has already been canned for every member of the Sock Puppets. Brandon Novy did not play in Tuesday's game, ending their bid. Kyle Krupp, the left fielder for Danville, has played in every Otterbots game this year. It's extremely rare to see that. 43 games, the league leader last year. First pitch to Maranto is down and in. A ball and no strikes. And Maranto, if there's been a team that's been his kryptonite, pitching-wise, it has been the Otterbots this year. Maranto, a .387 hitter in the top 10 in the league in batting average. Hits just .214 against Danville. Well, he's got the right-hander on the mound here. 1-0 pitch. Outside. Maranto quickly to 2-0. Shakes his head after watching the second pitch miss outside. Maranto, one of 4 hitters in this order with an OPS above 1,000 this year. 6 doubles, leads the team, plus a home run. A 2-0 pitch. Up high, Maranto's worked it to 3-0 and has really put pressure on Asher Goss to give him a strike. Couple practice check swings towards the pitcher. Maranto. Heavy bat waggle. Here's the 3-0. Maranto eyes a fastball in there for a strike. Goss wasn't going to miss with 4 straight fastballs. He's worked it as high as 95 in this game. A 3-1 to Maranto. Outside. Lost in ball 4. Maranto walks. And Novy comes in to score. And Burlington gets the ever-important first run of this game. Mitchell to third, Baxter to second. Maranto to first, and that'll reset the order. Bryce Clavon will stand in. 17 balls, 19 strikes, over 36 throws from the right-handed pitcher Asher Goss. Trying to limit the damage, get out of the second inning. He's only allowed 1 hit. It was Brandon Novy to lead things off. First pitch to Clavon. Inside fastball for a strike. Long pause. Goss spinning the ball in his right hand. Now comes set. Pitch clock down to 5. Eyes home. The 0-1. Upstairs to Clavon. Lean back out of his stance. He really sits down in it. Makes it tough for pitchers to go inside on him. He's been hit 3 times this year. Tied for the team lead with Vincent DiCarlo and Orlando Fernandez. The 1-1. Clavon sends one center field. Same spot as his first AB. Twirls his bat. The catch made by Callahan in center field ends the threat. Burlington leaves the bases loaded. They take a 1-0 lead. An RBI walk from Braden Maranto puts the Sock Puppets ahead. We head to the third inning here to watch the Sock Puppets. Back at the ballpark here for the top of the third inning. Mark Martinez's group enters today with the best record in the league. They are 12-9. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Otterbots here in the third inning. Judson Hartwell, Michael Callahan, Caleb Ricks, the three hitters. All outfielders, Hartwell DHing tonight, Callahan in center, Ricks in right field. Aiello's first pitch to Hartwell is a fastball outside. Hartwell did not play in his freshman year at Georgia Tech. Native of Watkinsville, Georgia, 1-0. Catches the corner, a ball and one strike. Aiello ready out of the windup with the 1-1. Hartwell swings and tips it into the glove of Munoz. Continues to work ahead of hitters. He was behind to Kyle Krupp and Brody Gindra. He's been ahead ever since. Gets the count quickly to 1-2. Trying to make it his fourth straight K. Does just that. A fastball sizzles past Judson Hartwell, and Aiello has 5 Ks in this game. Hartwell slams his bat on the grass as he returns to the dugout. And Chris Aiello just makes it look easy on the mound. 7 straight hitters. 6 straight hitters set down through 7 guys. Michael Callahan watches the first pitch miss outside. The first hitter in this order to make his transfer commitment official. A move from Missouri State to Lindenwood next season. His third school, and that one's in there for a strike. Started at the University of New Orleans as a freshman. The 1-1. Sent. Fly ball, deep center field. Clavon ranging back. He's got plenty of room out there. It's 400 to center. Clavon makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the third. So Caleb Ricks, the 9-man, will stand in. Ricks is the speedster on this group. Played at Notre Dame his freshman year. Elizabethtown, Kentucky, the 0-0, outside. Didn't get an extended run for the Fighting Irish, but he did play, and he had 4 hits and 10 ABs over 6 games. 1-0 to Ricks. That one's in there for a strike. He was struggling to start the season, and that turning point was the first time that Danville and Burlington played. He had a single and scored, and then later tripled, sends one through the hole and into right field. Caleb Ricks has a single here with 2 outs in the third. And it's similar to Bryce Clavon. If you get Caleb Ricks on first base, he's a threat to get to third before the next at-bat concludes. He's got the silver medal in the Appy League right now, 14 stolen bags. He trails Bryce Clavon, who has 19. They've both been thrown out 4 times. So Austin Hawk started this evening off. He bats for the second time, singled in the first inning. The 0-0. Curveball, low. Aiello now 40 pitches in this game. 1-0. This is outside. Aiello set, ready with the 2-0. First to check over to first. Ricks not wanting to give away his hand. Moves back before Aiello even really gets over towards first. He's in safe. Austin Hawk second in this league among qualified hitters in OPS. 1185. Another check to first. Ricks, a little bit of a dangerous lead there, but he's back quickly again. Stole 1 base last time he played. 2-0 misses away again, and Aiello struggling to find his stuff here. He worked back from 3-0, got a strikeout of Kyle Krupp in the first inning, and perhaps he wants him again as the lefty waits on the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch is clubbed foul. Aggressive swing. Austin Hawk not really needing to stay alive in this count, but trying to chase the first pitch he got in the zone. Rick's off of first. He can run. The 3-1. Good pitch. Changeup in the zone for strike 2. Ricks will be in motion here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aiello offsets his feet, goes home with it, and that one is sent in the air. Deep left field. Edwards moves back. He's a few feet in front of the track and collects it for the final out of the 3rd inning. A 2-out hit by Caleb Ricks, stranded. And Burlington's pitching credit to Christian Aiello. 3 shutout frames. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Talk about the Otterbots 1-0 on Aware TV. To the bottom of the 3rd we go here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. It's the 2-3-4 part, the dangerous part of this order. It'll be Beck, Pomeroy, Novi. It's Asher Goss out there for a 3rd inning of work. He's in a 1-0 hole. His offense hasn't helped him out a ton with run support yet. First pitch to Jack Beck. This is inside. Nearly got him. That fastball is running in the early going. 92-95 tonight. The JUCO product of Florence Darlington. Beck, a recent high school graduate of his own. The 1-0. This is upstairs. Completed his senior year at Columbia Central High School in Tennessee. Busy week. MLB Draft Combine last week. Played to the Appy League Select Showcase game. Hitless. The 2-0. Inside again. Beck is being worked inside all night. Doesn't seem too thrilled about it. But it's gotten to a 3-0 count. .30 pitch. Beck swings, grounds it fouled on the 3rd base line. He was out ahead. Well, after hitting his first pitch he Sawing an at-bat to the moon. Settled back down to earth, just 250 on the season. 3-1, grounded sharply toward shortstop. Martinez makes the play, fields it, throws to first. Good scoop. No, he didn't. Wilkes dropped it. In and out of the glove of Devin Wilkes at first base. Beck legs it out. And a leadoff man on here in the third for Burlington. It'll go in the book as a hit for Jack Beck. Now Pomeroy with a man at first. First pitch. The entire crowd kind of gets quiet when Deacon stands in. So much pop in that bat. 5 home runs this year, all of which have traveled above 400 feet. Down 0-1 to Asher Goss. Long pause. Pomeroy calls time in the batter's box. We'll re-roll the pitch clock. Pomeroy struck out looking in the first. He's 6 for 19 this season against Danville. The 0-1. Missed again low. Continues to go with off speed. Bent the first one in the zone for a strike. Missed way low with that one. There is a defensive substitution for Danville. Tyler Ness has entered the game in place of Austin Hawk at second base. The 1-1. Pomeroy tries to bring the hammer down. Ends up swinging right through a curveball that bounced in front of home plate. One ball, 2 strikes. No one gone here in the bottom of the third. Throw over to first to check on Beck. Danville, the team that substitutes the most of any team in the league. Pinch hit. Nearly half of the league's pinch hitters have come by way of Mark Martinez. Beck takes off. Pomeroy eyes it in the dirt. Throw down to second. Beck slides into the tag, and he's going to be out if he held on, and he did. Beck caught stealing, and a great play by Tyler Ness, who just entered the game at second base. Well, caught stealing on either side. Aiello picked off Hawk in the first. Beck is tagged out trying to grab second. Count still 2-2 to Deacon Pomeroy, but now with the bases empty. The 0-0, the 2-2. Pomeroy grounds it. Diving play by Wilkes at first. Throw to the pitcher. What a defensive play by Devin Wilkes at first base. They get Pomeroy by a few steps. He was already supplanted a few feet away from where he normally plays. He was deep into the hole. Still made a heck of an effort to get to the ball and get the second out of the inning. In stands Brandon Novi, the other half of the Bash Brothers combo. Singled in the second, scored the game's only run. His first pitch is a slider in there for a strike. And Goss has settled down ultimately. Flared up a little bit last inning. He left the bases loaded. The 0-1. Skips one again in the left-handed batter's box outside. Ball and 1 strike to Brandon Novi. And the run even goes in the book unearned because of the error on the double play attempt turn between Hawk and Martinez. That was last inning. The 1-1 to Novi. Inside. Got in on the hands. Novi pushes it to a hitter's count. It's 2-1. Always decked out in the red. He's got the red shin guard, the red cleats, the red batting gloves that go over top of the red wrist tape. He's playing first base tonight. Pomeroy gets the DH assignment. The 2-1 pitch. Good slider, catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Novi shakes his head. Goss trying to escape it and face the minimum for the second time tonight. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Novi chased a curveball. Asher Goss makes quick work of the meat of this Burlington order. We head to the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Sock Puppets on a Ware TV. To the 4th we go. It's still Chris Aiello on the mound. 3 shutout innings. It'll face the left-hander Kyle Krupp to start the 4th inning. Struck him out the first time and quick. A ball escapes onto the field. Devin Mitchell down in right field. Pops it back up to the fan, waiting on the elevation deck. So Goss works through 2-3-4. Aiello will have to do the same. And his first pitch is a strike on the outside corner to Kyle Krupp. He's recorded a hit in over half of his at-bats against Burlington this season. The 0-1. Good hard slider, missed outside. As much as Dave Schmidt wants it to be occasional for these guys to go deep in games, as the 1-1 misses low and away. Aiello speeding through his warm-up. It hasn't been too common this year. Aiello and Curry have been the exceptions, as well as Tate Jones. 2-1, grounded to second. Moranto, a little bit of room to cover, takes a high hop, throws to first, and he beats Krupp by a step. It goes 4-3 for the first out of the 4th. Goss shimmied his way through the 2-3-4 part of the order. And Aiello gets Krupp down for the first out. He's got Gindra and Wilkes next. First pitch to Gindra. Good fastball. Strike 1. The 0-1. Slider misses down. A 1 ball, 1 strike. Brody Gindra, 883 OPS this year. The 1-1. Outside again. Aiello, most of his misses have been on that side of the plate to right-handed hitters. Gindra trying to keep that hit streak alive against Burlington. He's hit safely in all 5 games. The 2-1. Gindra swings and misses. Aiello's off-speed stuff has been nasty today. He's got 5 strikeouts on his first trip through the order. Count to Gindra, 2-2. Third baseman with an open stance from the right side. Pitch home. Hit on a line right at Moranto at second, who stabs it in the dirt and makes the catch for out number 2. Well, Devin Wilkes was a tough out last night. Drove in 6 runs in his Appy League debut. First pitch. Curveball inside. Did it get Wilkes? He motioned as if it did. He'll toss his bat, and it did nick the inside shoulder of Wilkes as he turned away from it. It's a hit by pitch. A 2-out runner again for Danville. First batter, Christian Aiello, has hit this season. The 0-0. Fastball outside of Maximo Martinez. The middle victim in the 3-strikeout second inning. Went down on 4 pitches. He's ahead 1-0. The pitch shown from Aiello. Didn't offer at it. It missed upstairs. Oh, 2 balls and no strikes. That one's sent in the air. Left center field, Edwards and Clavon will converge. Clavon calls him off and makes the catch. Christian Aiello jogs off the mound and gets a well-deserved pat on the back from his catcher, Justin Munoz. To 2 with some sort of synergy. Through 4 innings, he's allowed just 2 hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with Burlington ahead 1-0 over Danville. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning here from Burlington Athletic Stadium. The Sock Puppets leading 1-0 over the Otterbots. I'm Josh Rother on the call from the press box high above the field here at this historic park. Game 1 of 4 between Burlington and Danville this time around, with Thursday and Saturday's games being held in North Carolina. Friday and Sunday, you'll have to make the trip to Danville, Virginia to catch the 2 teams square off. They'll play 12 times this year. Danville with a 3-2 series lead, and they have a new arm here in the 4th, Jay Sean Brown, the Mayodan, North Carolina native, recent junior at Carolina University, where he got 12 starts through 65 innings for the Bruins, struck out 60 guys. So off to a pretty solid start in the Appy League as well, and a work from the near side of the rubber. First pitch to Devin Mitchell. Kind of short arms at home for ball 1. A little bit of an awkward throwing motion as he kind of grasps the ball in his hand towards the top of his throw and just kind of short arms it on his delivery home. The 1-0. Fires one across his body, misses outside again. Quickly ahead, 2-0. Mitchell cranks one, slams his bat. It isn't too deep. Between the Bermuda Triangle and the center fielder, Callahan calls it off, makes the catch. One down here in the bottom of 4. He's an Appy League thrower this year, 11 innings pitched in 8 games. He's a starter in college, but he has not started in any of his appearances this year. 11 innings, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts, 4.91 ERA, and a 1.45 whip. He's been tough for hitters to face, just 190 opponent batting average. Mitchell flies out. In stands Kyler Baxter. Will hit from the left side for a second time tonight. In the 0-0, Baxter swings and misses at an upstairs fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Hit a ball hard, reached on an error in the second inning. He's 2 for 10 against the Otterbots this year. OPS dipping below 600 after the last at-bat. The 0-1 to Baxter. Checked his swing. Martinez thinks he went, and so does Antone Clayton down at first base. A quickly 0-2 to Baxter. Be impressive to strike out the man who's only been K'd 4 times in 52 at-bats this year. The 0-2 from Brown. Trips on the mound and fires it over the head of his catcher to the backstop. Jaysean Brown face plants on the mound, just loses all of his balance in his motion home. Baxter, the 2-year Wake Forest player, graduate of Greensboro Day School, steps back in. Count now 1-2. Brown takes his hand out of his mitt and slaps it. Trying to get refocused. Shakes once, now goes into his motion. The delivery home. Inside to Baxter. Jumped out of the way of the inside fastball. That pitch did register at 65 miles an hour. And on the MLB StatCast, it looks like it hits off one of the light posts in left field. That's how far outside the pitch from Brown was. Now the 2-2. Outside fastball just missed. Looked like paint from up here. Baxter, an impeccable eye. Is it going to go down without a fight? He works an 0-2 count, back to 3-2. Infield shifting back. The outside fringe of that dirt. 3-2 is hit foul, out of play. Fastball certainly doesn't wow the gun. It's about 85 to 87 from Jaysean Brown. Feels like for the first time since the last time these two teams played here, it's a defensive battle in the Appy League between Danville and Burlington. Another 3-2. Baxter lines one up the middle and into center field. Kyler Baxter is a 1-out single. Weren't going to hold Kyler Baxter off the base paths for that long. Got the day off yesterday, jumped all over that 3-2 fastball. Edwards, big chance in his last AB. Flew out to left field, wasn't deep enough to score what would have been the go-ahead run. Novi ended up scoring later on a walk from Moranto. Edwards stands in with Baxter at first. Out of the stretch the first time, Brown closes his stance off. And throws a first pitch fastball. Sneaks in the zone. Edwards down 0-1. One of just 2 hitters in this order to make their commitment to next year's team official. Clavon from Clemson to Penn State. Edwards flipping from Virginia to Indian River State Junior College in his home state of Florida. 1-0, way out ahead of the changeup. Makes the count 0-2. Baxter can run and will. Big lead off of first. The 0-2 is tapped back by Edwards to the backstop. We'll do another 0-2 over again. Fastball and a pair of changeups in this AB. Brown set. Baxter off of first. Pitch home. Edwards swings and misses at a changeup. Pulled the chair out underneath him for the second out of the inning. There's been a strikeout in every half inning outside of the top of the fourth tonight. 5 Ks on each side now. In stands Justin Munoz. Catcher has at least one of every extra base hit this year. One of 2 players on the team. And upstairs with a fastball. Brown misses. It's 1-0. Munoz, the 8-hitter in this order, struck out in the second inning with the bases loaded. The 1-0. Taps one back foul off the netting. Brown has established a rhythm now. It's the first pitch fastball followed by off speed. He's done it now to 3 straight hitters. Baxter got on a 3-2 fastball late in the at-bat. The 1-1. Outside again. That one he went back to the fastball. Missed away with it. Munoz works it to 2-1. Just the 2 runs driven in this year. Lowest among everyone in this order tonight. Just one of 4 people with single-digit runs driven in. Munoz waits. Check over to first. Baxter jumps back towards the bag. Gets in safely. We'll almost certainly expect Chris Aiello to go back out for the 5th inning and give himself a chance at the win. He's tossed just 58 pitches. Schmidt likes to keep it around 60, but Aiello may have earned himself a chance to go out there and fight for the win. Would want some more run support. 2-1. Munoz swings and misses through a fastball. Brown makes it 2-2. The Bronx native taps the plate once. Gets into his stance. Rolls the bat. And now waits. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Munoz strikes out for the second time tonight. This time it's Jaysean Brown. Works around a 1-out single. And we've got a pitcher's duel here in Burlington, North Carolina. After 4 innings of play, the Sock Puppets lead it 1-0. We head to the 5th. It's Chris Aiello who gets the ball in the 5th inning, and he really wants his offense to give him more run support because he has done an outstanding job of putting himself in line for the win. Quick trip around the Appy League. Pulaski and Bluefield battling in West Virginia. It's the Ridge Runners with a 7-5 lead over the River Turtles as they start the 5th. Johnson City is a 2-1 lead over Kingsport in the 4th. Greenville leads also, and that one sent into left center field. First pitch is a base hit for Danny Perez to lead off the 5th inning. Greenville ahead of Elizabethton 6-1 in the 4th. There's no activity in the Burlington pen as of right now. But Tate Jones motions to get loose. The last thing you want if you're Christian Aiello is to have this run come in to score and put you in line for a no decision. Judson Hartwell watches the first pitch miss outside. 3 hits on each side. It was Hawk, Ricks, and now Perez for the Otterbots. Novi, Beck, and Baxter for the Sock Puppets. 1-0 to Hartwell. Fastball right down Broadway. Misses. Somehow that was not in the zone. Count 2-0 to Hartwell. That one in there. Inside part of the plate. A lot of soft stuff for Aiello early in counts. Start with the changeup here. Now the 2-1. Smashed foul off the backstop. Did miss down, so maybe my eye's playing tricks on me. It was out of the zone. That's why I'm not an official Appy League umpire, and that's why I call the games instead. But Aiello's gotten it to 2-2. Lifts his leg, goes home with it, misses away. And it would be a big danger to put the first 2 men on. Danville started this season as a great pitching team. They've kind of molded into both, multifaceted. That's why they got the best record in the league. 3-2 is popped up to the infield. Moranto ranges over and eyes it straight up, makes the catch. He's got the first out of the inning. He could have let it fall in front of him and gotten the lead runner if he lost it in the sun, which it looked like he did for a second. So the first out of the inning, Hartwell has sat down. His average stays below 100. Michael Callahan, multi-hit night against Bluefield in the 14-6 win last night. But man, has he struggled against Burlington this year. 1 for 14. First pitch, fastball in there. Maybe outside, ball 1. Jones loosening in the Burlington bullpen. Perez off of first. Aiello doesn't check, goes straight home. This is upstairs. Callahan donning the one color, all hot pink bat. But it was Lindenwood baseball player. Awaits a 2-0 from Chris Aiello. That one catches the corner for strike 1. Callahan put a good swing on one. Flew out to center in the 3rd. There's 2 runs driven in this year. 2-1 pitch. Munoz had to stab at it. Trying to backhand the ball on the inside part of the plate. Aiello was hoping he could get it. Three-one. Missed down. Aiello puts 2 men on with 1 out. You wonder how short the leash is. It would match his last start. It doesn't look like he's done just yet. Mickey Tettleton stays in his spot. Dave Schmidt stays in his spot, seated on the bench. So 2 on now. Caleb Ricks, the 9-man. Doesn't swing at the first pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner for strike 1. And Aiello, rarely does he ever walk a hitter. It's his first walk of the night. The 0-1. Curveball misses away. Starting to fatigue a little bit. It is 97 degrees outside. It could have something to do with it. His last start against Danville, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. If he could have got to the end of the inning, it would have been in line for the win just to have it taken from him in the bottom of the ninth. The 1-1. Good pitch. Fastball. Ricks takes it. Count is 1-2. Ricks singled in the third in his lone at-bat today. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Aiello's ball tails away from Ricks. He chases it and climbs the ladder while he's doing it, and it's a 6th strikeout of the game for Chris Aiello. And now he gets what he wants. He's got a left-handed hitter. It's the first at-bat of the game for Tyler Ness, who entered to play second base in place of Austin Hawk earlier in this game. Music to Aiello's ears. Grounded toward short. Back over. Off his glove. And bounces to Baxter at third. And boy, has that been an issue in the short time Jack Beck has been on this team. He has really struggled in the field. That'll be his 12th error in just 8 appearances. It's the first at-bat of the year for Tyler Ness. He does his job. Perez to third, Callahan to second. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Kyle Krupp, 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, lifted, line drive, center field. Clavon, long run, dives. Did he make the catch? He did! Bryce Clavon lays out and saves an extra base hit to keep the shutout for Chris Aiello. Takes his cap off and nods towards his center fielder. It's not only a shutout-saving catch, it's a decision-saving catch. And halfway through this game, the Burlington defense keeps this game at 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening and watching the Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the bottom of the fifth we go. It's a shootout. 1-0 Burlington ahead of Danville. Braden Moranto to lead things off against the new arm, Colden Hunter. Right-hander out of the stretch. First pitch misses outside. And Hunter, similar to Tyler Ness, who just entered the game, making his Appy League debut. Teammates at Carolina University with a couple of the pitchers on the squad. 1-0 misses outside. We had Jay-Sean Brown, who pitched earlier in the day. He relieves his teammate. Moranto ahead 2-0. Walked his first time. Fastball catches the outside corner. Well, Hunter's trip to North Carolina, much different than his teammate Jay-Sean Brown. Grew up in Hortonville, Wisconsin. Tossed 38 innings for the Bruins this year. Struck out 27, walked 27. A 2-1 pitch. Moranto eyes it outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. A 10.42 ERA over a cluster of performances. Started 10 games at Carolina, so you got Brown and Hunter, who started a good bulk of their games. A 3-1 pitch. Moranto eyes it. He's worked his second walk of the game, and it leads off the 5th inning with a runner on. Bryce Clavon, couple of good swings in this game. He hasn't batted since the 2nd inning. Pair of hard hit balls to center field. Both air outs for Clavon. First pitch. Squares to bunt. High pop up towards third. Ranging in. Gindra can't quite get it. It bounces in the coaching box with Tommy Williams. This team rarely ever bunts. And Mickey Tettleton said at the start of the year, we won't bunt unless it's to win the game in the 9th. Says wants to teach these guys how to hit to win the game and not have them trying to move runners up and manufacture runs all series, all summer. Moranto off of first. Clavon down 0-1. Slider misses outside. Hunter, mid-80s velo here in his first inning of work. Danville does this a lot. They have a committee. Already a new arm getting loose for next inning. 1-1. Moranto fakes towards second. Nearly hit Clavon with the pitch. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Clavon gets into his hitter's count. Rarely do you see it this hard for runs to come by for Burlington. Only at home it feels like, and an attempt at first nearly gets away from Wilkes. Good stab at it to keep it in front of him. 2-1 still the count to Clavon. Moranto walked to lead off the 5th. Burlington holds a 1-0 lead over Danville in game 1 of this 4-game series on the 4th of July weekend. Another check. Moranto was leaning. Check him. He kind of stuttered towards second base in between the 1-1 and 2-1 pitch. And he's gotten rewarded with a slew of throws to check on him at first. Clavon 1 for 5 in last night's game, 0 for 2 tonight. Another check towards first after a long pause, and Moranto now has been checked 3 times. The 2-1. Inside to Clavon, on his hands again. Works the count to 3-1. And Colden Hunter, fresh out of the pen, in danger of putting the first 2 men on in this inning. Come set. Ready with the 3-1. Up high again. Clavon works back-to-back walks in the 5th. Moranto hops down towards second. The arm in the bullpen getting loose for the Otterbots. The numbers on their jersey are just the most impossible things to read. It is the right-hander, Caden Mackey, South Carolina upstate product, 6'5" right-hander. Visit from the pitching coach, Kyle Davis, to check on his righty, Hunter. Elsewhere, Tate Jones loosens. Now Jack Beck, runners on first and second. Eerily similar situation to his first official Appy League at-bat. There was two runners on in the middle innings of the game, and Beck had a 3-run blast to kick off his Appy League career. Burlington went on to lose that game 11-4, but that blast in the 4th inning tied things up momentarily at 4 runs apiece. You can get the Sock Puppets to 4. The first pitch outside to Beck. Wonder how short the leash could be. Still so early in the season, a ball trickles on the field. They'll hold play. It is a 48 or less game season, depending on, you got circumstances like the USA team being in town. That takes a game off of 4 of the team schedules. You got rainouts, 1-0. Beck watches it down. It's 2-0. It just looks like he's triggering to go. He seems ready to hit just about every pitch they throw his way. Sign of a great hitter. One that is yes, 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 and then no to take at the last second. He's ahead 2-0. The pitch home. Inside again. Gets away from Perez. He keeps it in front of him. So Jack Beck is ahead 3-0. He was ahead 3-0 earlier in the game, and he swung. Ended up singling on a ground ball that stayed in the infield later in that at-bat. But he's got the green light with 3-0, with 2 runners on. Pitch home. Missed down with it. Jack Beck works a 4-pitch walk, and it's danger time for Danville. A man that no one wants to face right now, and that is especially true, maybe doubly true with the bases loaded. It's Deacon Pomeroy, the 3-hitter in this order. Mark Martinez out of the dugout. We're going to have a pitching change before Deacon Pomeroy flexes his muscle potentially. So Hunter will exit, and in comes Caden Mackey. We'll take a quick step aside here on Aware TV. Burlington 1-0 over Danville here in the 5th. Well, the Otterbots are looking for quality innings from a new pitcher. When you're looking for quality service today, look no further than Quality Service Today, your trusted local experts. Quality Service Today is the go-to plumbing company in Mebane and the surrounding communities. Our qualified plumbers will take the time to listen to your concerns and work closely with you to come up with a plan that best meets your residential plumbing services and needs. Well, you want a guy to get out of a jam, and here's your guy. Moranto at third, Clavon at second, Beck at first. They all walked, courtesy of Colden Hunter, who walks 3 hitters and then dips. He gives way to Caden Mackey. This is an absolute flamethrower, and he's been so solid. He's got 2 saves and 2 opportunities this year. He's allowed just 3 hits. He's walked just 3 hitters, and he's got 15 strikeouts to show for it in 7 2/3 innings pitched. 6'5", 200-pound right-hander, played at the University of South Carolina upstate. Rockets went off the backstop. He struggled with control a little bit at upstate, but he's been so much better. He's been so dialed in that it's taken him nearly a third of the innings that he pitched in college to amass the same amount of strikeouts. He's just a few below that college number. It took him 25 2/3 innings to produce. There's a few kids on this team that have played for Burlington a few seasons now. You got Orlando on the infield, and then you got a slew of pitchers. You got Jones, Johnson, Schaefer in the bullpen. But to leave a legacy, you got to create big moments. And Deacon Pomeroy has already got 2 grand slams this year, in line for possibly a third. First pitch. Pomeroy watches a fastball inside for strike 1. At one point this year, he had 2 of 4 grand slams in the Appy League. That number has blossomed to now 7. He's still the only one with multiple grand slam home runs. 1 on the road and 1 at home. The 0-1. Pomeroy watches it outside. Mackey misses a ball and 1 strike. The fastball, 89 miles an hour on his first pitch. Pomeroy 0 for 2 tonight. Patient in his stance. Mackey closes off his front foot instead, extending in front of his back. That one clubbed into left field. It'll get down for a hit. In to score is Moranto. Clavon rounds third. He'll touch home. It's a 2 RBI single for the RBI king in this league. Deacon Pomeroy makes it 3-0 Burlington in the 5th inning. It's just what Deacon does. And the Sock Puppets finally cash in. They've left a couple runners on in tonight's game. They left the bases loaded in the 2nd inning, played at just 1 run, and Deacon Pomeroy still no one out. Brandon Novi, the other half of this 3-4 combo with 10 combined home runs this year. Novi watches a fastball in the zone for strike 1. He's been tame as of late. He was 1 for 4 last night with a run scored. 6 for 17 against the Otterbots this year. Still one of the best hitters in the league despite not going yard in over a week. The 0-1. Novi checks his swing. And home plate umpire Hudson Boucher says he went around. Count to 0-2. Not hard contact off the bat of Pomeroy, but it finds a decent chunk of grass in left field. I guess that's what you get when you move the outfielders back just 25 feet in front of the left field fence. Novi behind, 0-2. Mackey's pitch. Swung on, grounded to shortstop. Martinez makes the play to second for 1. Throw to first. It's a double play. Novi bounces into 2 outs with 1 swing. And that is a helpful ground ball. Caden Mackey is now 1 out away from getting out of the jam that he was placed inside of. Beck stays on. He's at third base now. Devin Mitchell stands in. 0 for 1, a fly out and a walk for Mitchell tonight. First pitch. Mitchell swings and misses hard through a fastball. It's chest high. Taps his chest. And now resets his batting gloves. It's been a long inning for Tate Jones to get loose in the Burlington pen, but the run support huge for Aiello. Swings and misses at the 0-1. And he is way behind that fastball. It creeps into the 90s now. 91 miles an hour from Caden Mackey. He's got his second hitter in a row, down 0-2. Infield plays back. Mitchell waits, spins the bat in his hand. The 0-2 went high again. Same spot 3 times in a row. That one the highest of the 3 pitches. All fast stuff from Mackey to Mitchell. Trying to win this duel and push Burlington ahead 4-0 with a base hit. The 1-2. Way outside. It got to the backstop. Long kick back. Beck slides in safely. It's 4-0 on the wild pitch. So Beck gives Mitchell a couple chances to plate the run himself, and Beck with a good read instinctually off of third base. Burlington claims its largest lead. 4-0 the score in the 5th. So in the matter of just 5 pitches, the base is cleared. Mitchell waits for a 2-2. Mackey's pitch outside again. He's staying with the fastball, though. 5 straight fastballs. Reddy's in his stance. The full count pitch. Mackey's payoff. Swung on, grounded hard, chop to third base. Gindra fields it, throws across the diamond, and Wilkes makes the play at first to end the 5th inning. We're through 5 at Burlington Athletic Stadium. Burlington plates 3. It's 4-0 as we head to the 6th inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the 6th inning we go. Burlington 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 4-0 lead, and it's a new arm. Christian Aiello visibly excited when he sees his offense score 3 runs to protect his chance at becoming the second Burlington pitcher this season to get the win as the starter. Braden Curry, the last one to do it in Game 1 of a doubleheader against the Otterbots last Tuesday night. The only shutout Burlington has earned as a pitching staff this year. Tate Jones, the man on the mound. His first pitch is low to Brody Gindra. Tate Jones momentarily lapped As the innings pitched leader on this team, he's gone 16 2/3 with a 2.7 ERA, 2 walks, 13 strikeouts, making his 6th appearance of the season. 1-0 misses outside as well. Prior to his last outing, had not walked any hitters through 11 innings of work. Got credit with the announcer's jinx from me in the first inning. Right after I mentioned it, he walked his first hitter of the year. 2-0. Good pitch. Fastball for a strike. Aiello's final line, 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. 5 of those swinging. The 2-1. Inside, Dust Gindra off the plate. Gindra 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of lineouts. One was hit hard to right field, the other just barely got to Maranto on the infield dirt at second. The 3-1 from Jones. Good changeup outside corner. Brings the count full. Gindra, the 2025 Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year as a junior at Elkhorn South in Omaha. He'll play for the Cornhuskers next year. 3-2. Tap foul. Full count to Gindra. Good pitch outside corner. It's ball 4. Jones strutted, got down the mound for his second. Gindra works a leadoff walk in the 6th. So he's got his on-base streak against Burlington still intact. He's now reached base safely in 6 games of this now 6-game series this year. He searches for that elusive first hit tonight. We'll see what Devin Wilkes can do. He did it last night against right-handed pitching. A pair of home runs in his first ever game. Jones comes set too quickly. It's one of the odder readies you see in the Appy League. Devin Wilkes kind of stares off parallel with the Burlington on-deck circle to get his hand set into his stance. So it's not a pitch clock violation. It's just a step out. First pitch from Jones. Wilkes cranks one. Deep right field. Mitchell watches it fly, and he does it again. His 3rd home run in 2 days. Devin Wilkes breaks the scoreless drought for Danville and cuts the lead in half. It's 4-2 here in the 6th. I got a feeling that this late season or mid-season ad for the Otterbots is a good one. When you got a guy who homers in 33% of his at-bats to start the year, and that was in no doubter to right field. 365 feet at 102 miles an hour off the bat. First pitch to Maximo Martinez. This is outside. That's a good old middle changeup at 84 miles an hour, and Wilkes didn't miss it. 1-0 pitch. Good hard pitch on the outside corner. Jones collects his strike to move it to 1-1. So Wilkes, first the 1-1, is down. Wilkes with 5 home runs in 51 starts at CSU Bakersfield has now got 3 in 2 starts in the Appy League. 2-1. Martinez grounds it to third. It gets past to Beck at short. Backhand throw across the diamond high. Novi stayed on. No, he didn't. He came off. It looked for sure like Novi reached up to grab it and stayed on the base. And instead, they'll give it to him. Tettleton seems content. He's not going to come out of the dugout and argue this one. So Jones rolls a ground ball, but he doesn't get the out. A tying run stands in. Martinez reaches first. First pitch outside to Perez. Perez singled in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. He's got a runner on. Lifts one in the air, right field. Mitchell ranges back. This one carrying out to right field. Mitchell makes the catch. And will loft it back in. First out of the inning. Official scores decision. Martinez credited with the hit. Well, it's a pinch hitter. It's what Mark Martinez likes to do. So Hartwell's day is over, and the designated hitter is now replaced. Jordan Jacob, hitless in last night's win. The only man in the order without a hit. Grounds one to third. Novi on a backhand off his glove. And Baxter throws across the diamond at Ovi, and it is in time for the out. The red tape is used synonymously by two people, Deacon Pomeroy and Brandon Novi. And now Kyler Baxter has decided he's going to take up the tradition at third. And Novi has been at the hot corner nearly all season. Baxter to Novi for the second out. So it's the second guy replaced in the order. Jacob bounces out on the first pitch. Martinez moves to second. In stands Michael Callahan. Fly out and a walk tonight for the Danville center fielder. First pitch. Curveball in there for strike one. Jones out of the stretch. Eyes back towards second. 0-1 pitch. Callahan doesn't offer it. Slider misses outside anyways. It's 1-1 strike. 4-2 Burlington ahead of Danville here in the top of the 6th inning. 5 great innings from Chris Aiello. And the interrupter, Devin Wilkes, finally gets Danville on the board with a 2-run shot here in the 6th. The 1-1. Callahan wrists one right back at Jones. Makes the catch. Doesn't even move from his spot on the mound for the third out of the inning. Quick thinking. And Tater gets out of the inning, but not before Danville enters the scoring column off the bat of Devin Wilkes. It's 4-2. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. Back for the bottom of the 6th. It's the same arm out there for Danville. Caden Mackey does his job out of the pen. 3 runs coming to score, but he's not charged for all 3. Colden Hunter walks the bases loaded. Well, 29 years ago today, if you want to feel old out there, Mickey Tettleton, the manager of Burlington, played in his final major league game. He went 0 for 3 as the Rangers DH in a 9-1 win against the Rockies. But one thing that stuck with Tettleton is he loves the fact that even in his final game, the 9 hitters in the order were the hitters throughout the 9th inning. They stayed in the game, and that's why Burlington is the only team this season to not pinch hit any hitters in any game. They're the only team in the Appy League. Meanwhile, Danville now with 14 of the 27 pinch hit at-bats. Mackey's first pitch to Baxter is a strike. Jordan Jacob hitting for Judson Hartwell. Danville 3 for 14 on pinch hits this year. They do it more than any other team combined. 0-1 to Baxter, outside. It's the different managerial styles in this league that really prop it up and make it so swell. And what really stood out to me than what Mickey said at the start of the year is he really going to stick to his word? He's not going to bunt. He's not going to pinch hit. And he hasn't flinched even one time have we seen it be false. 1-1 is over the head of the catcher, Perez, all the way to the backstop. Baxter in a hitter's count. It's 2-1, no one on. You're in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch to Baxter. Sends one, left field. Getting deep out there. Krupp, long run. It lands in fair ground. Baxter rounds first and heads to second. Kyler will stop at second after a long round. He has got a leadoff double. Just his second extra base hit of the season. It's a big one. As Burlington searches for some insurance here in the sixth, Baxter, leadoff double. A man on second for L.J. Edwards. Now we'll see if they can do a little bit of run manufacturing. Edwards 0 for 2 tonight. A fly out and a strikeout. His job just to move Baxter to third base in this AB. First pitch is a fastball right down the middle for strike one. Four fastballs on 5 pitches this inning. That one in the middle spot of the 9. Go 1 to Edwards. Swings and misses. Went off speed. Got him reaching out in front. Edwards quickly down 0-2. He's hit just 167 this year. A little bit of a slow start. He had just one hit his first 12 ABs. Steadies his hands. 0-2 from Mackey. Edwards fouls it off. Good hard aggressive swing on 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Mackey, long pause, now goes home. Up and in, he jammed Edwards. Works the count to 1-2. 3 for 13 in games against Danville this year. Plenty of ABs to go around as they await the arrival of Jaden Nunez from North Carolina. The outfielders have been almost everyday players since their arrival. 1-2 pitch. Edwards watches it sail outside. He's got it to 2-2 now. We'll see his 6th pitch in this at-bat. Two-two. Edwards swings through it. It's strike 3, and Edwards strikes out for the second time tonight. Couldn't quite catch up to the upstairs fastball. Shoulder high, 90.4 miles an hour. Justin Munoz is certainly due. He's got a pair of Ks tonight. And looking to do damage. Baxter with a leadoff double. Still stands at second with 1 out here in the 6th. Pitch home. Munoz, long stride home. Curveball in there for strike 1. Tilts his head, doesn't really agree with the call. 242 hitter, 860 OPS. He's an extra base threat every time he steps into the box. Pair of doubles, a triple, and a home run for Munoz this year. 0-1 to the catcher. Swings and misses. He's way out in front. He's got so much pop in his swing. When he connects with the ball, It's 100 miles an hour plus off the bat almost every time. He's missed back-to-back curveballs from Caden Mackey. And the 0-2. Stuck one in the outside corner. Didn't get the call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Munoz waits. Mackey in control on the mound. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Late swing. Curveball again. Caden Mackey puffs his shoulders. He's got back-to-back Ks as he navigates his way around a leadoff double here in the 6th inning. He's 1 out away from getting out of it.
Up next.
Amory, Mississippi's very own Braden Moranto hitting from the left side. Was an RBI leader in this league for a couple days earlier in June. Watches the first one miss outside. A ball and no strikes. Moranto, no swings yet tonight. 2 quick walks. Watches the 1-0. Fastball catches the corner. He's saw his on-base percentage rise again. Up near 500. Mackey takes a lap around the mound. It's a chess game. Mackey trying to stall. Moranto waiting for the punch. The 1-1. Moranto swings through a fastball. Got a piece of it, but it went right into the glove of Danny Perez, the catcher. A strike away from navigating around the Baxter double to lead off the inning and finish off his 2nd inning of work. Mackey set. Moranto ready. The 1-2. Outside and high. It's in the eyes of Moranto's stature, a 5'8" second baseman. Redshirted in his first season with the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. As the sun has fully descended, the lights on. Get a 2-2 from Mackey. Fouled off. Moranto lost control. Dropped his top hand off his bat. He'll request a timeout to get some more pine tar. Clavon, his teammate, greets him. Moranto ready after a quick visit from Perez. He's got new tar on his bat. He's got 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs to the second baseman wearing number 2. 2-run lead for Burlington here in the bottom of the 6th. Double twos comes home. Misses upstairs. Count full now to Braden Moranto. Mackey, a pair of hits allowed. Got a double play and another ground ball. He's got 2 strikeouts in this inning. Ready with the payoff pitch to Moranto. Downstairs, Moranto works miraculously all the way back and works it to his 3rd walk of the game. That is a disciplined hitter standing on first base. Walk number 16 this year for Braden Moranto to just 10 strikeouts on the season. Bryce Clavon ready for his 4th time up. Fastball sails high. Challenging Mackey to throw more pitches. It's a quick 3 outs. in the 5th, and now in a little bit of trouble in the 6th. 1-0. Clavon backs away. Curveball hung inside. 2 balls, no strikes to the center fielder. Couple of bat twirls. Speedster steadies, sits down in his stance. Mackey's 2-0. Clavon outside, missed it. 3-0 now. Activity in the Danville pen. It's Daly Pennick starting to loose. Clavon, you'd think, could take with 3-0. It misses away with 4 straight. It's 5 balls tossed in a row, and the bases are loaded for Jack Beck. The mound visit increases in size. Kyle Davis makes his way out to the mound. Well, it's a tame crowd, and you have to wonder, the heat definitely has something to do with it. There hasn't been that inebriated fan, because it is Thirsty Thursday, which means dollar beer. It's just the perfect reason to come out and watch this team play as they try and string together their first home win since July 11th. Well, this patient crowd will be rowdy on Saturday night. A record crowd for another season in a row expected on the July 4th game. Temperatures could be in the triple digits. Oh, to Beck. Swings, checks it. He went around, surely, says the home plate umpire Hudson Boucher. There's 2 outs in the 6th. Baxter at third, Moranto at second. Clavon is at first. In a 4-2 lead for Burlington. But Jack Beck can send this game. That one misses outside. Just the 2 home runs for Beck this year. 1 at home, 1 on the road. 7 runs batted in. Pomeroy waits on deck. You know he'd love to have another crack with the bases loaded. Drove in 2 last inning. The 1-1. Beck patient again. Hasn't been as explosive swinging the bat tonight. He struck out swinging in the first. He's down 1-2 here in the 6th. Single, walk, strikeout, 3 trips tonight. It'd be the second time Danville escapes a bases-loaded threat from Burlington tonight. If Mackey can get 1 more strike in this at-bat. The 1-2. Beck grounds it sharply to short. Martinez on the backhand. Throw across the diamond to first. Beats Beck by a step. And just like that, Caden Mackey leaves them loaded. Danville escapes the inning, and it's still Burlington after 6 innings of play. 4-2 the lead. We head to the 7th. Tate Jones back on the mound for the Sock Puppets, which you're watching on Aware TV. To the seventh we go. Tate Jones, second inning of work. Caleb Ricks to face him. Squares to bunt, gets one down right back to the mound. Jones fields, throws to first. One pitch, one out in the seventh for Tater. So a pair of plays on the mound, back-to-back hitters. He had a line out to end the sixth, and now the bunt play. First pitch strike. Tyler Ness gets his second AB of today, his second AB since he joined the league. Doesn't even have a number on his official roster. It's from the left side. Jones comfortable, sits down, now steps off. Munoz and Jones appearing to have a little bit of miscommunication here in the seventh. 4-2 lead for Burlington. Pitch home, down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. So with the bunt out, Jones now reclaims his lead. He's got the most innings pitched for Burlington this year. 17 2/3 tossed. This is down. The count moves to 2-1. Pitch to Ness. Outside corner, can't quite find it. He's got it to 3-1. Pitch home. Outside again. Lost him. Ness reaches base via the walk in the seventh. Second time Tate Jones has walked a hitter tonight. Just 4 walks this year for Jones. So now it's Kyle Krupp. So crucial by Caden Mackey to get out of that bases-loaded jam without allowing a run. The tying run now stands in. It's Kyle Krupp. Hitless in 3 tries tonight. Swings and misses. Lost control of the bat. His top hand came flying off at the end. No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball could get Burlington out of the inning. The 0-1. Sent foul. Spiraling out of play down the left field line. Krupp, an all-freshman selection in the Ohio Valley Conference at Morehead State, his freshman year. 0-2, runner takes off. That one slap foul. Munoz jumped out in front of it. He's lucky Krupp didn't slap his hand as he went to throw down to second. Another 0-2. Jones delivers. Grounded up the middle. Nearly hits Jones over Moranto's head, off his glove, into center field. Clavon charges in, trying to stretch into 2. Backhand flip. And he's got the second base as well. Kyle Krupp hightails it out of the box. Puts 2 runners in scoring position on a hard hit ball that just danced over the head of Moranto. Nearly hit Jones on a comebacker. It's a really tough play for Moranto. He's shading in for the double play ball. He's got to charge one that kind of splits the legs of Jones on its way up the middle, and it was hit hard off the bat. Maybe trying to do too much. We're trying to step on second as well, so Brody Gindra will stand in. What was in the book is an error on Moranto. Gindra already a 6 RBI game last Wednesday, a week ago against Burlington. Helped lead that comeback. They're down 7 runs in that game. First pitch, Gindra eyes one outside. Fastball called strike. 0-1. Pitch to Jindra. Lifted, center field, and crushed. Clavon tracing back. It lands off the wall in front of him, and this will tie the game. Jindra heads for third, throw in, not in time, and sliding in safely with a 2-run triple. Brody Jindra even things at 4 here in the 7th. And Christian Aiello loses his decision in that fashion. The ball was murdered to center field, and Clavon did all he could. It landed either right in front of him. He was running backwards right in front of him at the wall or off the wall. But now the ultimate power threat. Devin Wilkes can give Danville its first lead tonight. Infield moves in. Wilkes fouls off the first pitch, hits the backstop. 397 feet officially on the ball hit by Jindra. Second extra base hit tonight for Danville. Devin Wilkes has the other one. He's behind 0-1. Tate Jones comes set out of the stretch. This is outside with a changeup, even at 1-1. So Jindra now with 9 of his 17 runs batted in against the Sock Puppets this year. 1-1. Clubbed, center field and down, and Danville takes the lead. The newcomer, Devin Wilkes, showing out for the second night in a row. It's an RBI single, Danville 5, Burlington 4. And Dave Schmidt will hop out of the dugout and have a chat with his pitcher. Take a quick step aside. Danville claims a 5-4 lead in the 7th. You're listening to the Burlington Sock Puppets. Maximo Martinez, the 5th hitter, runner at first and 1 out. First pitch fastball called strike on the outside corner. Martinez tonight, a single in 3 trips, paired with a strikeout and a flyout. Entered today hitting .462. 0-1. Outside again. He was an infielder at the University of Southern California this year. He can pitch as well. 1-1. Martinez lifts one high in the air. It's fading towards the backstop. Munoz might run out of room, but he makes the catch right on the backstop line and tumbles down. The out call is signaled, and that is a tag play. Ranto hustles to third. Heads up thinking by Wilkes to steal second. What a play by Justin Munoz. His belt buckle was even with the brick wall behind home plate and reached up and made a huge play for the second out of the inning. Danville has the lead, but 2 outs now in the 7th, and in stands Danny Perez, also 1 hit in 3 tries tonight. Singled back in the 5th. Also a flyout and a strikeout tonight. First pitch from Jones. Swung on and fouled back. Steps back in, the catcher. Runner in scoring position. The 0-1. Pass Munoz to the backstop. A free base. Devin Wilkes advances to third. Danville's cleared him when they've had him on. A 2-run triple for Brody Gindra, a 2-run home run for Devin Wilkes. 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. Burlington just 1 for 9. It's plagued them all season. They got 5 shutout innings from their starter today. 1-1. Outside again. Jones has been so good this year. He hasn't been touched up quite like tonight. His ERA surges. It was at 2.7, nearly doubled since he took the mound last inning. Trying to get out of it. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Inside changeup. Great pitch to Perez. The 7th hitter in this inning for Danville. And now the 2-2 from Jones. Grounded towards third. Baxter charges in. Scoops it. Skips. Throws to first. And a low throw. Squeezed by Novi. Ends the inning. Danville plates 3. Brody Gindra, 2-run triple. Devin Wilkes, the go-ahead single as we head to the 7th inning stretch. The Otterbots lead at 5-4. Let NC by Train get you where you want to be. 10 trips daily between Charlotte and Raleigh. 7 stops in between and service beyond North Carolina to the northeast. Your travel possibilities are endless. Leave the hassle of traffic and parking behind and let us be your #1 travel choice to sporting events, concerts, festivals, dining, and more. Comfort, convenience, and affordable ticket prices guarantee there's a perfect trip for everyone, whether for work, school, or play. Follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to see where we're going today, and visit ncbytrain.org to book your tickets. NC by Train, 35 years of service, endless possibilities. Stretch over. It's another new arm for Danville. Their 3rd debut tonight, 2nd on the mound. You had Colton Hunter get roughed up. He walked 3 guys before giving way to Caden Mackey, and Mackey's day is done after 2 solid innings. Shutout for him. So entering now, Daley Pennick, community college player at John A. Logan.
If you want the Buckets to win, say yeah!
Made just 2 appearances for the Bulls at JAL College in 2025. Making his first appearance, Deacon Pomeroy. Doesn't swing at the first one and misses upstairs. Work out of the windup. And is 1-0. Inside to Pomeroy. They do tend to have this late surge at home. Pomeroy hammers one to center. It's down, and it's a base hit. Deacon swings the hottest bat. It's now a 2-hit night for Pomeroy, and he leads off the 7th with a single. And at the bottom of the 7th, last time these two teams met here, a 4-run 7th inning. Pomeroy with a grand slam in that inning. Novi eyes one upstairs. If there's ever a chance or ever a time for Brandon Novi to step into one, now would be a beautiful time. He hasn't homered in over a week. Representing the go-ahead run, 1-0 is outside. Novi tonight, single, a second, scored the game's first run, struck out in the 3rd, bounced into a double play in the 5th inning. Pitch home, upstairs. Oh, it's 3-0 to Novi, not wanting to give him a pitch to hit, the chance to take the lead or tie the game with a ball in the gap. Could be content with putting Novi on and facing Devin Mitchell. 3-0. Fastball misses. Novi didn't even really set his bat down. It's 4 straight misses, and Novi walks to put runners at 1st and 2nd in the 7th with no one gone. Mitchell's had the clutch gene. He's got one of the 2 walk-offs this year, both NC State walk-offs. Vincent DiCarlo with a walk-off home run against Elizabethton on June 11th, and Devin Mitchell last week. And the walk-off against the Otterbots Wednesday night. 0-0 pitch. Mitchell sends one high and foul. He was a noticeably standout against the U.S. Stripes team. 3 hard hit balls, 0-1. Mitchell outside again. He's missed outside with most of his pitches. Worked a couple inside to Novi. So Mitchell evens it at 1-1. Got the 4th most runs batted in on this team this year, 16. A 1-1. Mitchell swings hard through a fastball. Up at the letters. Penix got him at 1-2. Pomeroy stands at 2nd. Novi at 1st. 1-2 to Mitchell. Upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That same hush that fell over the crowd earlier with the bases loaded has seemingly returned. This home crowd has not seen a home win since Game 3 of their home season. It's been 4 straight losses at Burlington Athletic Stadium, 5 if you count the USA game, and you can't say that team was unbeatable. Although the Stripes team went 3-0, the Stars team was defeated in Johnson City on a walk-off, 4-3 on Sunday. They were also out hitting that game 10-2. Manager Mickey Tettleton saying his team squared off nicely. He thought the game was closer. And on Monday in the Appy League Select Series doubleheader was the Appy League team that out-hit them both times. Talked about how there's a lot of pressure on those USA kids. Every at-bat is a tryout for them. Want to listen to me and Mickey's conversation? Go on X at Go Sock Puppets. There's a long laundry list. The 2-2. Upstairs, Mitchell in on his hands. Mickey, one of the greats, hit over 200 home runs at his big league career as a catcher. Played in Baltimore, played in Detroit, played in Texas, And now managing here in North Carolina. 3-2 count. Devin Mitchell waits. Fastball upstairs, ball 4. A heck of an AB. Devin Mitchell, he's been a guy that's been uber aggressive late in counts. It's led to him leading the team in strikeouts, but he works a very important walk. And that is the third time Burlington has the bases loaded tonight. And the third time they've had him loaded with no one out. Mound visit time. Kyle Davis pops out of his dugout to have a chat as Burlington puts the go-ahead run at second. The tying run is Pomeroy at third. Looking to add style, comfort, and protection to your home, business, or vehicle, Suntamer's Window Tinting has you covered. Their professional window tinting helps block harmful UV rays, improve energy efficiency, and enhance the look of any space. They also offer clear paint protection film to preserve your vehicle's finish and custom wraps for a bold new look without affecting resale value. When quality matters, trust the experts at Suntamer's Window Tinting. Baxter steps in. 3 hard hit balls tonight. It's one of 2 sock puppets with a multi-hit game. He's hit from the left side now all 4 times tonight. Doubled in his last AB. First pitch from Pennick. Baxter sends one hard on the ground. Skips to second. Ness the throw to second for 1 on a first. It's a double play. But Deacon Pomeroy comes in to score, so Baxter does his job, gets the go-ahead run in, and Danville kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Second double play tonight, turned by the Otterbots middle infield. Got a 6-4-3 in the 5th and a 4-6-3 in the 7th. Burlington evens it at 5. L.J. Edwards, ever important to put a ball in play here. Try and find some green. Give Burlington the lead. Pennick's pitch home. Upstairs. Already got 1 run to score on a wild pitch tonight. Baxter picks up his 7th run batted in on the season. Continuing to see the ball well. Still just 4 strikeouts for Kyler Baxter this year. 60 at-bats. 1-0. Edwards swings hard. Good off-speed pitch. Vote a good swing from his coaching staff. Tommy Williams, the hitting coach, down at third base. Noby, the runner at third. Pomeroy already in. 1-1 count to Edwards. Upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Edwards 0 for 3 in tonight's game. A flyout and a pair of strikeouts. Both swinging. He's ahead 2-1. Pennick's pitch home. Swung on and missed. Edwards trying to chase the changeup on the outside part of the plate. He's gotten 3 of them in this at-bat. Daley Pennick, 1 out away. Getting around this bases-loaded jam with no one out and surrendering just 1 run. The 2-2. Edwards swings and misses. Ends the 7th. Daley Pennick. It looked bleak for a moment. The right-hander gets out of the jam, puts Burlington at 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. We got a tie game as we head to the 8th. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. Well, certainly looked for a moment during this game that Burlington might be able to save an inning for their pitching staff. They had a 4-run lead, which dwindled, and now it's a tie game, 5-5. First pitch to Jordan Jacob is a called strike. Jacob replacing Judson Hartwell, grounded out during his pinch hit AB. And Tate Jones still out there. First pitch was a strike. Second one misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 7 hitters to the plate last inning. 3 runs scored for the Otterbots. The 1-1 is sent in the air, right field. Mitchell shades in, makes the catch on the run for the first out of the 8th. Seven and 9 for Tate Jones. If he can mow through this order, he'll give way to 8-9-1 on his side in the bottom of the 8th inning. Michael Callahan to hit. First pitch up and in to Callahan. Lined out to Jones last time up. Wasn't really a screamer, just a flare right back to the mound. Jones did not have to move. The 1-0. Outside to Callahan. It's 1 for 15 against the Sock Puppets this season. A 2-0. Center fielder clubs 1 foul. Chris Aiello started things off with 5 shutout on the mound, and Danville's offense roared to life. The 6th with 2, the 7th with 3 as the 2-1 misses inside and on the hands of Callahan to make it 3-1. And his high school teammate, Bubba Sims, loosening in the pen. 3-1. Callahan sends one high in the air, not leaving the infield. Munoz flips around and can't quite find it as it tumbles in foul ground for a foul ball. Munoz takes a hard fall. A lot of backspin on the ball. And the Danville bat boy delivering the bat back to Callahan. 3-2 count with 1 out here in the 8th inning. Tie game between Danville and Burlington. Three-two. Inside. Callahan tosses his bat. That's ball 4. Kind of an awkward play. Looked like it might have hit the knob of the bat. There's no reaction from Boucher behind home plate or even Callahan at first. So now Ricks will stand in with a runner at first and 1 out. Tate Jones now has walked a hitter in each inning. A rarity for the right-hander whose control is his driving force. First pitch to Ricks. Doesn't jump on the fastball. It's in there for strike 1. Ricks tried to drag bunt in his last AB. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Single came in the 3rd. The 0-1. Grounded softly foul. Nearing the camera equipment of the video man here in Burlington, Nigel Witherspoon. Serves it to the assistant clubhouse manager, Kevin Maloney, who waits on the top step of the dugout. Hope Kevin plays some good golf tomorrow on his day off. 0-2 to Ricks. Swung on and missed. Tate Jones gets him in 3 pitches with the inside changeup. Too much to handle. Ricks strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 2 outs gone in the 8th inning. Back to the top of the order for Tyler Ness. Ness of McLennan Community College in Texas. He has since committed to Nebraska and is playing in his first game in the Appy League. Swings at the 0-0 and sends it high and foul. A couple additions for Danville late last week between Ness and Wilkes joining the lineup. The 0-1 from Jones. Callahan runs, grounder to second. Moranto was frozen. He scoops it, throws to first, gets the 3rd out of the inning. Nice work from Tate Jones, a bounce-back spot, and he does his job, puts this game still tied as we head to the 8th inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. Well, the last time Burlington had a tie game on their side of the 8th inning was just a few days ago on Tuesday. A 7-7 tie with Pulaski to enter the top of the 8th, and Burlington put 8 runs in. Their most runs scored in an inning this season. They're looking for some of that 8th inning magic again today, and it's Justin Munoz to lead things off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Another new arm. Danville goes with Davis Perkins. First pitch, swung on and missed. Munoz, a hat trick of Ks tonight, all swinging. He's been very aggressive at the plate as he's accustomed to. Hasn't quite found the sweet spot on the barrel of his bat yet. Out of the windup, 0-1 from Perkins. Slider misses inside. And Perkins making his second appearance on the mound. He's played in every infield position outside of second base for the Otterbots this year. And his 1-1. Munoz lifts one high and foul above the backstop. Out of play behind home plate. Perkins, 1 inning of work. 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Just 17 pitches to get out of his inning. He's one of the best RBI getters in this league. There's 7 of the top 9 guys in the league playing in tonight's game. 1-2 to Munoz. Checked his swing, and the check to first. He did. That's the 4th time Munoz has struck out swinging tonight. Well, a night to forget for the catcher. So just 1 ball in play in 11 trips to the plate for the 7 to 9 hitters in the order tonight. Edwards has struck out 3 times, Munoz 4 times, and then you got Moranto in the back third of this part of this order, and he's walked 3 times. 1 run scored. No official ABs. Swings through the first pitch from Perkins, kind of looking out towards right field, trying to give Burlington the lead with 1 swing of the bat. Smiles back towards his dugout as he digs back in. Very disciplined hitter, very patient hitter. Adjusts his helmet, steps back in. Perkins out of the windup with the 0-1. Skipped one off home plate, gets to the backstop, a ball and 1 strike. Burlington will make the less than hour-long trip to Danville for tomorrow's game, a 7 p.m. start. And then a big one on Saturday on the 4th of July, the 1-1. Moranto eyes it. It's missing outside again. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Moranto. A 2-1. Moranto sends one high and foul. Splits the two light poles. That line the third base side. Out of play, and 2-2 count. Clavon stands on deck. There's one gone here in the bottom of the 8th. 5-5 tie. Burlington and Danville in Game 6 of their season series. The 2-2. Spun one. Good break. Missed outside. Full count to Moranto. Reach base in every home game, and the 3-2 misses upstairs. Moranto has walk number 4 tonight. Putting on a plate vision clinic for the rest of his team. Danville entered tonight with 5.08 walks per 9. They've walked 10 hitters in tonight's game. Very uncharacteristic showing from Kyle Davis's pitching group. So 1 out. Moranto at first. Clavon digs in. First pitch. Watches it down. Make it. Now 4 straight misses. Clavon a pair of walks in his last 2 trips. Fastball catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. 2 number 1 here in the 8th inning. Clavon adjusts his straps. Moranto represents the go-ahead run on first. It's a sizable lead off Perkins. Clavon checked it. He'll check. And they're going to say he did. Clavon in disbelief, as is the Burlington dugout. It didn't look like he went all the way around. Count moves to 1-2. Clavon 0 for 2 tonight. A pair of air outs to center. Check to Moranto at first. He dives back safely. One, two. Skips in front of home plate. Good block by Perez, the catcher, to keep it in front. Count moves to 2-2. Perkins, the native of Southlake, Texas, went to Southlake Carroll High School. Stayed in Texas at Tyler Junior College. Now spending his first summer in Virginia, the Appalachian League. He's got a 2-2 count to Clavon. Good slider, but it had too much bite. Kick downstairs. Count moves to full. He's tossing a lot of pitches here in this inning. His 16th offering with Moranto at first. Takes off. Clavon watches it outside. Called third, strike down to second. And Moranto slides in safely. He steals second. It was a delayed call, as is custom with the called third strike. Second K of the inning for Perkins. Moranto grabs second. Keeps his perfect tally, his 6th steal of the year on 6 attempts. Burlington trying to crawl back towards their competition. It's the 49th stolen bag, ties them for second with the River Riders. Danville run away with 73 stolen bags. Back swings and misses through the first pitch. Finally aggressive early in counts. Beck 1 for 3 tonight. A single, a strikeout, and a ground out. Also walked and scored in the 5th. On a wild pitch. Gave Burlington its 4th run of the game. The 0-1. Beck swings and misses again. He's down 0-2. The 0-2. Swung and missed. Back down on 3 pitches. Crisis averted for Davis Perkins. He jogs off the mound. We're still tied. We'll head to the 9th inning. Burlington with a chance to walk it off. They got to get 3 outs first. And it's Bubba Sims to pitch the 9th. We head to it. You're listening to the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. ninth we go, and Bubba Sims, first pitch to Kyle Krupp, swung on and missed. Sims has had a couple go-arounds at home this year. He's struggled with the hits, kind of piled up. 0-1, sent foul. Sims in 6 games this season, 9 innings pitched, 10 ERA, 12 hits, 10 earned runs. He's walked 5 and struck out 11. A whip of 189. He lowered it the last time he threw it home. Which came a Greenville game on Friday. This is upstairs with the 0-2, but he's hunting with the fastball early in counts. And a 92 on the first 2 pitches. One, 2 for Krupp. Swung on and missed. He blew it right by him, and Kyle Krupp is 0 for 5 tonight. That has been Burlington's kryptonite. He was over 500 hitting against the Sock Puppets this year. He struck out for a second time tonight. Sims struts around the mound. That is a huge first out, especially with the right-hander versus the lefty matchup. 92 miles an hour. Krupp couldn't catch up to it. Brody Gindra tied the game last time he stepped up to the plate. It's a 2-run triple in the 7th. Scored the go-ahead run. Eyes the first pitch fastball outside. All 5 runs have been batted in by the 3-4 spot. The Otterbots order tonight. 2 of 4 RBIs coming from that spot. Pomeroy with both of them on one swing back in the 5th inning. 1-0 from Sims. Gindra cuts through it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sims generating the swing and misses early in counts. He's already got 3 whiffs. The first 2 batters. 1-1. Gindra skies one. Fading foul. Pomeroy. Novi at first. Gives it a little chase. It bounces into the stands. Souvenir for a fan. Crowd lines the rail, the elevation deck of the Burlington Bullpen Bar in right field here on Thirsty Thursday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brody Gindra awaits the pitch from Sims. Curveball outside. Long pause. Gindra left it in Hudson Boucher's hands, and Boucher gives him new life. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two from Sims. Hit right back up the middle. Sims has to shimmy out of the way. It's into center field for a base hit. Gindra puts a man on with 1 out in the 9th. Well, no one wants to face him. Devin Wilkes has reached base safely 3 times tonight. Hit by pitch in the 4th, 2-run home run in the 6th, and an RBI single to plate the go-ahead run in the 7th. 0 for 1 against lefties tonight, 2 for 2 against right-handers. First pitch. Wilkes, hard swing, cuts through a fastball. Sims is going to challenge him with a fastball. He's not going to be shied away with a pop in this kid's bat. Wilkes trying to make it back-to-back multi-home run nights. Here's the 0-1. Sent to center field on a line, into center field, a base hit. Clavon charges in and scoops it. The scary part's out of the way. Wilkes reaches base, but it's not extra bases. And this Danville order, just from top to bottom, is so scary. You got another 400 hitter packed in the middle of this order. So when it's not Kyle Krupp's night, it's someone else's. And Wilkes with his 3rd hit. Maximo Martinez is 1 for 4 tonight. Double play in order. Sims will step off and call time. He wants to talk to Munoz. Burlington 8-1 when scoring first. They got the first 4 runs of this game. Two-run home run by Devin Wilkes in the 6th. Two-run triple by Brody Gindra, followed by another RBI hit from Wilkes in the 7th. That's how Danville got their 5 runs. First pitch to Martinez. He goes off speed, finds the outside corner for strike 1. 104 miles an hour off the bat on a pitch outside the zone from Wilkes. Attacking the outside fastball. The 0-1. Another ground ball. Third base. Baxter steps on third. Launches to first. The scoop by Novi. It's a 5-3 double play to send it to the bottom of the 9th. Bubba Sims does his job, rolls one up, and Kyler Baxter flashes the leather at third, gets him out of the jam. And we head to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Burlington likely the rest of the way. 5-5 to break the tie. In the bottom of the 9th we go. Back in a moment here on Aware TV. Well, if you go to San Diego University, maybe you walk the stage with Danville's next pitcher. Diego Gutierrez, he is lights out, and he's going to be the best arm that Danville sends out tonight. Only Braden Curry has a lower ERA out of pitchers that have surrendered at least 1 run. Diego Gutierrez, 9 1/3 innings pitched over 7 games. Picked up the only save opportunity he pitched in. Just that 1 run allowed, no walks, 18 strikeouts. He's got 3-4-5. First pitch to Deacon Pomeroy. In on the hands. Pomeroy dances out of the box. And the bullpen clearing at the end of the game can only mean one thing. Mickey Tettleton is not going to send his defense back in the field. Burlington will have 2 chances to walk it off, once in the 9th and once in the extra inning. First pitch to Pomeroy was inside. The second one outside corner for strike 1. Gutierrez, a grad student, he pitched 60 innings at San Diego. 5-4 record, 6.61 ERA. Works out of the windup with the 1-1. Pomeroy watches it. Fastball catches the corner. Running the fastball in the mid-90s, 93 miles an hour. Diego Gutierrez, native of Norwalk, California. The 1-2. Pomeroy sends one towards the Danville bullpen off the tarp. Circles the batter's box. Him and Novi, they've put up deep balls all season long, but right now it's Jackson Geiger, the only hitter with 6 home runs in the Appy League over in Johnson City. Chance to even them up in the ninth. 1-2 pitch. Outside corner. Missed outside. Gutierrez, impeccable control. Tate Jones didn't walk any hitters in his first 11 innings, so he's got him beat there, but Gutierrez is no walks in 9 1/3 this year. 2-2. Pomeroy lifts one. They should stay in fair ground. Or in play. As catcher Perez scampers over, and the first baseman, Wilkes, calls him off. Makes the catch in front of his dugout, which is all leaning in front of the dugout. I'm surprised that none of the umpires picked up on the fact that they have about 6 players just standing in the field of play. Pomeroy is retired. It's likely the last time he'll bat, barring anything spectacular happening. He could bat if Burlington put runners on and did not score in this inning, and then put runners on again in the 9th, or in the 10th, the extra inning. Brandon Novi, the chance to be the hero. Yowo misses downstairs. Novi 1 for 3 tonight. Walked in the 7th his last time up. The 1-0. Novi sends one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Finally seeing some off-speed stuff. 5 straight fastballs to Pomeroy, and then backed it up with now 2 sliders, another fastball. The 1-1. Novi grounds it. He's ahead of the slider. Nearly hits one of the cameramen. Gutierrez has him down to 1-2. Gutierrez would likely go in the extra inning. There's no one warming for Danville. The ball and 2 strikes to Novi. High and sails over the head of the catcher. Hit his glove, Perez. To the backstop it goes. Retrieved by tonight's ball boy for the Sock Puppets, Tyler Schaefer. Got the start last night. 1 inning before he was replaced. Precautionary injury. Throw down to first base. 2-2 to Novi. Swings through it. Gutierrez lighting up the gun. Moves the fastball right past Novi for the second out in the 9th. Mitchell, the last chance in the 9th inning for Burlington. 2 outs. Gutierrez pitch. Mitchell watches it fade outside for ball 1. Mitchell and DeCarlo, the 2 walk-offs for Burlington this year. The 1-0. Mitchell, hard swing. Fastball was way outside. He chased it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Devin Mitchell. A couple of walks tonight. 0 for 2 officially. A fly out and a ground out. The 1-1. Mitchell fouls it off the handle of his bat. Didn't quite get out in front of the fastball. 94 miles an hour on the latest pitch from Diego Gutierrez. Trying to work a 1-2-3 9th. He'd have to stay out there likely and go in the 10th as well. The 1-2. Laced. Deep left center. It's down for a base hit. Krupp cuts it off. He'll hold Mitchell to just first base. That was the purest contact any hitter has had tonight. Mitchell with an absolute rope to left center field extends the inning, and Gutierrez, who has been hit just 5 times this year, surrenders his 6th hit in the 9th inning. And that is the hot bat that Devin Mitchell has swung. He's on base 3 times for the 2nd night in a row. Kyler Baxter, 4 hard hit balls tonight. Drove in the game-tying run in the 7th inning on a double play ball. Waits, 0-0. Lifts one down the left field line. If it's fair, it's extra bases, and it's just barely foul. That would have won the game more than likely. Mitchell got a great jump and was nearly at third base. It was very similar to his double earlier in this game, back in the 6th inning, that he got 2 bases on. And he just put a good swing on one, and Krupp just couldn't quite track it down. Burlington 2-0 in extra innings this year if it got there. Win against Elizabethton, a win against Danville. The 0-1. Baxter hacks it one liner right at shortstop. Martinez there. Ends the 9th. And now Hudson Boucher will motion towards Mickey Tettleton, who pops out of his dugout. Well, Diego Gutierrez is one of the best pitchers in the league, and Mickey Tettleton is going to turn things over to his defense. Bubba Sims will get the extra inning. Back in a moment for the extra inning of work. Burlington trying to extend to a 3-0 record on Aware TV. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets. It's the third half of the 9th inning here on Aware TV. Burlington and Danville tied after 9, so we play an extra half inning. The rules a little bit different than the major leagues. It's been enforced since 2022. Burlington 2-0 this season in extra inning games, looking to extend to a perfect 3-0 record. Bubba Sims will have Danny Perez, Jordan Jacob, Michael Callahan, the 6, 7, 8 part of this Otterbots order. Maximo Martinez grounded into the double play. He's at first base. Bubba Sims, can he get the job done? Squaring the bunt is Jacob, and he gets it down. Perez gets it foul. Well, some comments. The Burlington bullpen has made its way to the dugout. They have lined it. It's full to its brim. Dave Schmidt is the only member of the bullpen that is sitting down right now. There he stays most of the game, tracking pitches for his guys. Now a timeout as Martinez so have called a meeting between his runner and Perez, the hitter. Maximo returns to first base. Danny Perez returns to the box. Uncharacteristic of Mark Martinez not to go to his bench. He's already gone to 2 of his bench players in this game. Baxter working on the grass of the infield, playing for the bunt. It's an 0-1 count, squaring again. Pitch from Sims. He pulls it back, throw down to first for the back pick. Roar of approval. It was a ball. Munoz's throw arrives just a bit late. Vinny DiCarlo, walk-off home run against Elizabethton June 11th. And then last Wednesday, it was Devin Mitchell with a walk-off double. 1-1. Pulls it back. It's in there for a strike. A dangerous game that Danville's flirting with. Here in the extra frame, Perez, Willie square with 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Pitch home. Swung on and missed. Bubba Sims strikes out Danny Perez for the first out in the extra frame. 1 out closer. Already seen 3 double play balls in this game. 2 turned by Danville, 1 turned by Burlington. In the top of the 9th, Kyler Baxter. First pitch is a strike to Jordan Jacob. Jacob 0 for 2 tonight. 1 for 8 against Burlington this year. 0-1. Grounded towards first, into right field. Novi couldn't get it. Mitchell charges in. He'll try and go first to third with it. They'll hold the runner. Martinez stays at second. Beck walks him back to the base. Oh, it's a good piece of hitting, but man, if Novi is just a foot over to his right side, he has a chance at a 3-6-3 double play, and we're going home, and Burlington gets game 1 of the series. Instead, it's 2 runners on for Michael Callahan. Martinez at second, Jacob at first. 1 out here in the unofficial 10th inning. Michael Callahan hitting from the right side. First pitch outside. Munoz has to be a wall behind home plate. He's got to keep everything in front of him. Winning run, 180 feet away. Sims offsets his feet. Stares back towards second. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled off the backstop. Callahan aggressive to jump on the fastball. Infielders in double play depth. The outfielders not as deep as they normally are, but Callahan doesn't wow him with the power. He's got just 1 home run, 2 runs batted in this year. 1-1. Outside again. Sims needs to find a way to get it in the zone. Callahan tonight is 0 for 2. Fly out, a weak line out back to the mound, and a pair of walks. Now the 2-1. Pitch to Callahan. Sent left center field, and that'll do it. Deep into the gap, rounding third. Martinez heads for home, and Danville walks it off in extras. Michael Callahan, the hero for the Otterbots, and they extend their lead in the Appy League East. First time that Burlington has been walked off in an extra inning this year, and their undefeated record after 9 innings falls. 5 straight losses at home for the Sock Puppets. This one, the most heartbreaking. A 4-run lead dwindles. Extra base power in the middle part of the Danville order is too much to overcome. And then it's the 8-man, Michael Callahan, who is hitting just 178 on the season, delivers the final blow and gets Danville the win to move them to 13-9 this year. Burlington falls to a losing record at 10-11. And that wraps up game 1 of this 4-game set. A nail-biter, a thriller, whatever way you want to put it. It's over from Burlington Athletic Stadium. In other worlds in the Appy League, Pulaski has a 12-10 lead over Bluefield in the 9th inning. Kingsport leading Johnson City 10-5, and Greenville beat Elizabethton 6-4. We'll take sole first place in the West, and that will just about wrap things up. For Josh Rothman and my producer, Thomas Leffler, just about wraps things up from Thursday night, back on Saturday for the biggest regular season game of the year. On the 4th of July, Danville and Burlington meet again. We'll see you then, everyone.